Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a video on what helped me and helps me with my endometriosis pain. So I'm gonna apologize ahead of time. I don't know why, I'm like really out of breath already. Like I'm not even big, and like I said in my past video, my back has been sore. And I just find talking is like, I don't know what's going on. Like I'm not even somewhat big yet. Like I don't know what's going on. So I feel like I'm going to be doing a lot of like deep breaths in this video. So I apologize in advance. Anyway, so the first thing that helped me was birth control. Now I tried every birth control under the sun. And if you are someone with endometriosis or anyone who takes birth control, I'm sure you've been told that different birth controls work different for everyone. Depends on your circumstances and how your periods are. If you have endometriosis, if you have something else, there's so many variables. But I went through like probably 8 birth controls before I found what finally worked for me. And it was a long journey. So the birth control that finally worked for me was the Depo-Provera shot. Now I know that's like a bad word in the endometriosis community. A lot of people have terrible experiences with the Depo-Provera shot, and I'm just going to go in a little bit more to my experience. Now, when I was on the Depo-Provera, I used to get it I can't remember if it was every 2.5 months or every 3 months. I think it was every 3 months, and then I got it every 2.5 months. Now, being on the Depo-Provera shot, I did not get my periods. So the way that the doctor kind of explained it to me was, he was like, we're just going to put all of your female organs almost like to sleep, and they're just going to chill out. So I didn't get my period. And yeah, so the one really crappy side effect I did get from being on the Depo-Provera was that I did gain a lot of weight, especially in the beginning, which again really sucked. And it sucked so much because this shot took away 90% of my pain, and I can't even express how amazing that was. So this is going to sound insane, but for someone who is in so much pain every day, like to the point where I couldn't even function, it was worth gaining the weight. And I know that sounds crazy because I've been someone who's always struggled with their weight all their life. Like I joke around, like I'm one of those people who can look at a piece of cake and like put on 5 pounds. If I did decide to go back on the shot, I think I would, now that I know how it affects my body, I'd probably try and come up with a better food plan and somewhat of a workout plan. I mean, I was still eating the way I was eating. Like I was eating junk every day. I was eating fast food. So of course that doesn't help, but I definitely did pack on some pounds. And for the first time in my life, having no pain like that, since having endometriosis, was phenomenal. So for me, it was worth it. It was so amazing. But yeah, so besides birth control, I did want to talk about the things that really helped. And the first thing I'm going to talk about is a heating pad. This thing is my ride or die. I got one that has a really long cord. Like this thing's pretty decent. I mean, I think it is anyway. And it's really long. Like I got like the extra long one, so it can go around my back and wrap around my hips a little bit, or you know, it can go around my stomach and go to my hips a little bit. And it does have warm, low, medium, high setting, and it automatically turns off in 2 hours, which I guess is good if I fall asleep with it. But this heating pad was my Bible for a long time, especially when I was in college. I used to have this. I went to, if you're not familiar, I did go to school for makeup in Toronto, but it wasn't a cosmetology school where you learn hair, like nails and makeup. It was just, well, the first month I learned how to style hair, but the rest was just in-depth makeup of theater makeup, special effects, prosthetics, fashion. It was just a full-on makeup course that was 8 months. So I did that, and our desk was literally like a little vanity. So we had our own little vanity, you know, with all my makeup that I kept there and whatever, and obviously outlets. So I would be in class listening to what the teacher was saying, and I had this heating pad with me at all times. It was on me a lot, and it just really, really helped get me through the day. Number 2 I'm going to talk about is Advil. I find Midol doesn't do anything for me. That's just me. Advil is my go-to, and I'm talking about Advil. The next thing kind of related to the heating pad was hot baths. As hot as I could stand these baths, I would take a scorching hot bath and just try and soak and stay there as long as I could. That really did help with the pain. Heat, like heat pack that you put in the microwave, a heating pad, the bathtub, is just any kind of heat really, really did it for me. Now I want to touch on some things that did not help. And that was exercise. I know a lot of people and a lot of doctors say to get moving, it'll break up the cramps and it's supposed to help with the cramps. I could not move. If I moved, it got worse to the point where I was about to throw up. I could not move. It made things worse for me personally. So that was something that did not work for me. It works for some people, but it did not work for me. I know some people even do, and I mean, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that like people say that works that didn't work. I think that's it. But yeah, I couldn't exercise. I've said in my past endometriosis video, I did have to quit skating, so exercise did not help me at all. But yeah. So anyway, I guess that's about it for this video. I know it wasn't too long. I hope it does help someone with endometriosis, or just someone who has some bad cramps and needs some extra tips on how to relieve pain on those crappy period days. But to the girls out there that have endometriosis, hang in there. It's such a terrible, terrible disease, and I know it really sucks. I hope these tips can help give you some relief. It definitely worked for me. So if it didn't, I mean, it definitely helped. If not, it took the pain away completely, but it did make an impact. I hope this helped someone or helped a friend you know that has endometriosis. It's good to raise awareness, and hopefully one day soon we find a cure. So thanks so much for watching this video. My Instagram is linked in the description box below. If you follow me on Instagram already, you do know that I tend to do a poll about what video you like to see next. Whatever is voted most, I usually do next. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.